Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for September the 21st. I am going to be pulling one card per sign after I pull one card for overall energy. And then we're going to blend and meld those energies and see what our message is for the day for each sign. So overall energy is, what do we have here? The Chariot showing up in reverse. Okay, Chariot in reverse talks about basically having some kind of obstacle or some kind of resistance on a goal or a target that we're trying to meet or reach, meet or reach. And this is a goal or target that we're trying to meet or reach that we can't do by ourselves. It's something that takes teamwork and cooperation and collaboration. So some type of resistance coming up towards, let me get that out of the glare. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's just going to be in the glare. Doesn't seem to be changing. All right, so obstacle or resistance is some kind of target or goal that we are trying to reach along with other people with their help and collaboration. All right, let's see how that plays out when we start looking at everybody's astrological signs. Aries. What do we have? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this just tells us a little bit about the goal for you, Aries. You are working on trying to be generous to somebody. You want to give somebody a lift up, a boost. And it looks to me like you can't do it by yourself. And so you're counting on other people to collaborate with you to give somebody a lift up or a boost. And what we've got here is some kind of obstacle to that happening. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. It just means it's not happening right now. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. 10 of Cups. All right, so Taurus, this basically says that you have some type of obstacle right now that comes between you and some sort of happiness that you're shooting for. And this is happiness that is not only involving yourself but also other people as well. So there's some type of holdup, some type of resistance. I don't think that this is going to keep you from reaching your collective goal, but I do think that there's going to be a little bit more time involved than you had anticipated. Next up, we're looking at Geminis. So Geminis, 10 of Wands coming in reverse. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, with the overall energy being our Chariot in reverse, which talks about this idea of not moving forward on some type of goal or target where our collaboration, where we're collaborating with others to reach this goal or target. With the 10 of Wands here in reverse, I think Geminis, you guys are not able to carry the responsibilities that, I don't know if you've agreed to them, but definitely other people are expecting you to carry in this collaboration to meet this goal. So there's going to have to be, some adjustments made here. Next up, we're looking at Cancers. Emperor showing up with the Chariot card coming up in reverse in the overall energy. So looks to me, Cancers, like you have a situation that you're working on with other people to accomplish something, and it's kind of hit a point of stagnation, an obstacle, resistance. Looks to me like you're the one here who is taking charge and saying, you know what, okay, this is what we're dealing with. This is the obstacle. What are we going to do to overcome the obstacle here? I know what we're going to do. And you're just kind of leading the way to help you and whoever it is you're collaborating with on this target or goal to actually get there. You're the one that's taking control of the situation, making the adjustments, making sure that everything gets back on track with us. Okay? Good for you, Cancers. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Okay, so Leos, we have the Strength card coming up in reverse. Strength in reverse. What do we have here? Leos, you've got some kind of, with the overall energy being the Chariot in reverse, you've got some kind of target or goal that you've been working towards, not by yourself, but along with other people as well. And as you've been working towards that target or goal, There's something that has come up that's some kind of resistance or an obstacle. With the Strength card in reverse, this says you're beating yourself up. You're basically kind of taking blame for this. So make sure that, you're not taking blame for something that really has nothing to do with you, or has, a lot to do with a lot of other people too, not just you. Because it looks to me like this is something that you're working on with other people. It's not something you can do by yourself. So that means the problems can't be only created by you either. All right? So quit beating up on yourself. Start looking at, what are ways that we can move forward. The longer you spend beating up on yourself, the less time and energy you have to actually move forward productively. So stop that. Easy for me to say, right? Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Okay, World card in reverse with the Chariot in reverse as your overall energy. So Virgo's with that World card in reverse, excuse me. This just tells me that you've got something going on that is not exactly ideal. You thought it was the ideal target, the ideal goal. It's not. You're realizing that now. With the Chariot in reverse, I think what you're doing with that realization is you're saying, wait, hold up, guys. We need to figure out what is the ideal and start moving towards the ideal. So we need to recalibrate our plans right here. I think you're the one that is drawing that to everybody's attention so that it can take place. Okay, so that's for Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Is that right? Yep. Okay. So Libra's Nine of Cups coming up here. Nine of Cups for Libra. This talks about happiness, satisfaction. Interesting. With the Chariot coming up in reverse in the overall energy, this is talking about this idea that the goal that you're working towards along with other people is to be able to do something that brings you satisfaction and happiness. But there is some type of slowdown in getting to that goal with this Chariot card in reverse. All right. For some of you, this is literally going to have to do with a vehicle. Not for everybody, but for some of you. Now let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio. Moon card showing up for Scorpio. Well, we are highly intuitive. Highly intuitive. Okay, so it might be time to put that intuition to use with this moon card showing up with the Chariot in reverse and the overall energy. So this is basically telling me that we have a situation where we're working towards a target or goal along with somebody else, but it's sort of hit a roadblock. Doesn't mean we won't reach that target or goal, but there's some kind of roadblock that it's hit with the moon card. We're not sure exactly what that roadblock is. We're going to have to do some digging to figure that out. All right, so that's for Scorpios. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Page of Wands showing up here. I really don't like that glare. Page of Wands showing up for Sagittarius energy with the Chariot in reverse in the overall. I think you guys had like the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Clubs yesterday. So another court card that is yours, Sagittarius. Page of Wands. This is interesting because this whole idea in the overall of moving towards something, not just by yourself, but along with other people, and coming into a point of resistance or an obstacle, I think this is happening to somebody in your sphere of influence, not you. Okay? And as I'm looking at this, I think Sagittarius, you are watching, you're actually seeing somebody who has a target or a goal that they have to have other people's help or encouragement to reach. I think you're kind of seeing that this is going to come into some problems that are going to have to be adjusted. And in fact, I think you may have even given somebody a heads up about this already. Obviously, they haven't really paid that much attention because we still see something coming off the tracks here, at least temporarily. And I think you're witnessing it. Okay, next up we're looking at Capricorn. Six of Pentacles for Capricorn placements with the Chariot in reverse for the overall. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. For some of you, Capricorn, you have somebody coming to visit you and they are not actually going to end up showing up. because of car problems or because of money problems. I'm not sure which. Now, and I'm sure that's going to play out differently for different ones of you anyway, so. For others of you, you've got somebody who owes you money that is not going to be paying you today. So apparently you're expecting them to be paying you back today. Nay, not happening. It doesn't mean that won't happen with that Chariot in reverse. Just means it's not going to be happening today. They do have some obstacles that they have to deal with and find some workarounds before they can actually do that. All right, now next up we're looking at Aquarius. So Aquarius, you guys have the Lovers card. I normally like the Lovers card. I'm not so sure right now if it's my favorite, with our overall energy being the Chariot in reverse. So, Lovers card talks about partnership. Chariot card talks about reaching for goals together with other people. So, also really partnership is implied there. So when we've got the Lovers card with the Chariot in reverse, this basically says that there's somebody you're in partnership with, whether it's a business partnership or a personal partnership. Either way, there's somebody you're in partnership with that you guys are having a hard time being on the same page right now. You're having a hard time moving things forward. You may have a goal that you're working on together, but you're having a hard time actually getting to that goal with that Chariot in reverse. I don't feel, well, I can't say that. For some of you, this can be that you guys may even be considering divorce if some of you are married, as far as these partners. Okay. And I'm going to say that with the Chariot card in reverse, that's not my things are permanently gone wrong type of card. That's my we've had some obstacles, we've had some resistance, but we're working our way through it. With the Lovers card showing up here, right side up, that's a nice strong card forward. So I do think you're going to make it through. It is going to take a little bit of work to make that happen. All right. So that was for Aquarius. Yes. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. So Pisces, you guys have the Tower card along with the Chariot in reverse. So this is a little bit different than Aquarius. The Chariot in reverse talks about some type of goal or target that you're working towards along with other people. This is not something you can accomplish by yourself. There has to be other people involved. Now, it's run into some kind of resistance, obstacle, roadblock, something like that. Okay? With the Tower card showing up here in your personal energy, what's going on with this basically is that there's been a major shakeup in how you're viewing reaching this goal, or this goal itself, maybe even. Maybe the goal is changing in your mind, or maybe how you reach this goal is changing in your mind. And so it's going to take some communication with the other people who are on board with you to try to get to this goal. And I think that this new realization for you has come in sort of out of the blue and surprised you. And I think when you have that conversation with the other people, it's really going to throw them for a loop too until they figure it out and sort through it and make sense of it. And I think that's exactly why you have this resistance to accomplishing whatever this is. Okay. So thank you very much, guys, for being here. I do appreciate all the support. And remember, you guys are my sponsors. So please put likes on this video, share this video with others, put comments down below. All that stuff does make a difference. So thank you. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.